Hey guys, me again. All right. Last video we talked about what makes Young Living different. So now we're going to be talking about how to use essential oils and what exactly is an essential oil. So first, my disclaimer before we start talking about usage and things like that. I am not a doctor. I'm not a certified aromatherapist. I am not anybody special. I am a person who has just learned over the years, educated myself, helps to educate others, and I want to do the same for you. And it's all about being your own advocate, looking into the things that you're buying, understanding them, and making sure you're making the right decisions for you and your family. One thing that we're not going to touch on tonight, we're not going to talk about, sickness, and essential oils are not for helping to cure things. They're not medicine. Essential oils are God's gift to us, basically, and they enable our body to return to a state of wellness and to maintain that state of wellness. And so there are essential oils that help with immune boosting, and so that if you can help stay healthier, your kids stay healthier. Essential oils that are great for helping to support your digestive system. I think we can all use that every once in a while. Helping support our endocrine system, our muscles, so that is really what essential oils are all about, is helping to support the different systems of our body and do so in a natural way without all those yucky toxic chemicals and things that are out there in some of the products that we use every day. And I'm using my notes here, sorry, excuse me. So what exactly is an essential oil, other than we know it helps support our bodies? Essential oil is sort of the lifeblood of the plant. So it can be from a tree, it could be from a flower, it could be from like the bark of a tree even. And when when it's part of the plant and part of in its natural state, it helps the plant survive. So if the plant is broken or attacked by like a disease, or it helps the plant rebuild, sort of like its own immune system. And so we're able to take that and very carefully distill it down to get that oil out and be able to use it for our own purposes. And essential oils have been around for, thousands and thousands of years. This is not something new. It's not a fad. It's something that, cultures have been using for thousands of years. There's actually hundreds of references to essential oils in the Bible. That was something that I found really interesting. So they've been around for a long, long time, and I think people are just getting to a point these days. We're becoming much more aware of things, the ingredients that are in the products that we've been using for a long time, and people want to change. And I think that's why we've seen a resurgence in the popularity of essential oils and oil-infused products, is because people they want to do better. They want to make better choices. At least I know that was the case for our family. And that's probably why you're here tonight. So, usage and safety. My number one tip for safety is never put essential oils in your eyes or your ears. If you get them in your eyes, don't wash with water. Take something like an olive oil or a coconut oil, some sort of fatty oil, and help use that. It's not going to damage your eye, but it's probably going to sting like the dickens. And if you're a lady, it's going to take your makeup all off. It's worse than crying. So don't use water to flush it out. Oil and water don't mix. It just spreads it around. So use some other sort of fatty oil, like something you have in your kitchen, to help rinse that out. But yeah, try to avoid the eye area if at all possible. Make sure after you do use essential oils, if you had them on your hands, wash your hands really well. Because I've done that before. I've forgotten, and then I go and I touch my eye for some other reason, and then I remember, oh gosh, I had peppermint on my hands. And that does not feel great. But ears as well. We do never want to put essential oils directly in the ears. That will actually do damage to the very delicate membranes in there, so please don't do that. You can use essential oils around the ear like that, or right here on the side, but never directly in your ear. Usage. There are several different ways to use essential oils. Three that are my favorite. The first one is diffusing, or just aromatherapy, some people might call it. So one of the things in the starter kit is going to be a diffuser, and I will show you that in a little bit. But in that diffuser, what you do is you fill it with some water, you put your essential oils in, you plug it in, and it disperses the essential oils in the air. And that's great for all sorts of things. It can help get rid of yucky smells, which replaces the need for like those plug-ins and those sprays, all things that are just filled with chemicals. You can easily use your diffuser for that. We do it all the time. Also helps, is great to use if you're sleeping. So you can put the diffuser right next to your bed or next to your kid's bed, and put some kind of sleepy oils in there, help everybody relax. I've diffused to help like wake me up. Or if I'm at work, I'll put some oils in my diffuser to help me focus. That way I'm not getting so distracted with the million things I have going on. So all sorts of ways and uses for using that diffuser. I even have one in my car. They make those. They're great. The next way is topically. And so when people are just starting with essential oils, I always say, just start out and always dilute. And the way that you dilute your essential oils is you'll take another fatty oil. I mentioned before, we call it a carrier oil. So it could be olive oil, it could be jojoba oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, any of those types of oils. And you would mix a drop or two of your essential oil. You could do it in your hand. I'll show you guys some cute little roller bottles in a little bit, and you can make different roller bottles and combinations of things and go ahead and dilute. But until you know like your skin sensitivity, it's always good to start out with diluting. It doesn't lessen the effects of the oil, it just slows down the absorption into the skin, because essential oils are so tiny. They absorb in your skin very, very, very quickly. And if you're not exactly sure, okay, well, I want to apply them, but where? A great place to start out is on your feet. I will put them on my feet, on my kids' feet, throw on some socks after. That way you're not like getting the oil on your floors and things like that, as it's still absorbing. So throw on some socks. Also along the spine is a great way to do it, especially for littler kids who maybe would grab their feet after you put the oils on and get it on their hands. They can't really get to their back, so that's a mom secret there. Doing them on their spine where they can't get to it, or pets, because they can't really lick. So putting them on your back, on your feet. A lot of times for me, I like to do them on my wrists, and even the back of the neck, and that sort of is like a natural diffuser, because as you're moving around and doing things, you can smell them and you get that scent as well. But the oils themselves are absorbed into the skin very, very quickly, and they can get into your bloodstream and start going to work within just seconds. So it's really amazing, and I won't go into too much detail about the science, but that's something I always encourage people to look into, because it's actually really fascinating. And so if you like that science-y type stuff and really want to understand exactly what essential oils are doing in your body, definitely I can give you some great resources for that. Just let me know. But to me, that's a really interesting thing. So always do your research. And then lastly, you can use essential oils internally. And as I mentioned in the previous video, you only want to do this with Young Living essential oils. I do not recommend using any other brand of oil internally. So there's my disclaimer for internal usage, because you know exactly what is in the oils that you're getting from Young Living, and you know that it's safe. And so how would you use them internally? Using them in your water is a great way. So definitely you either want a stainless steel or a glass water bottle, and you just fill it up with your water, and then if you're going to do, like, say, lemon, a drop of lemon, and really it just is one drop is plenty. There's lime, orange. Those are some of my favorites to do in water. It helps make it more flavorful. I find I drink a little bit more, but then you've got all sorts of benefits going on to help. Lemon especially is great at helping the body like maintain it helps flush toxins out, I think is a good way to put it, without getting too graphic. So it can definitely help with digestion and just getting some of those toxins out of your body, helping your body through that process naturally. You can also put them in little gel caps, and I have some here. Look at me, all prepared. You can get these tiny little gel caps on Amazon or health food stores, and they open like this, and you just put the drops of whatever oil combination is you're going for, and you can just take it just like that. So those are two really easy ways to use them internally. But I always tell people, do what you're comfortable with. We've been using oils for a long time, so I'm very comfortable with taking them internally. If you're just starting out and you're not really sure about that, start with diffusing. Start with applying them topically on your feet, on your wrists, or wherever it is you want to use them. You will get the benefits. You don't always have to use them internally. So do what makes you feel comfortable. Let's see. I want to make sure I covered everything. I think that's it. So next video, we're going to start talking about the premium starter kit itself, and some of the oils that are in it, and show you the diffuser, so you can get an idea. So again, be asking questions. Let us know what you think. We'd love to be talking with you in the comments. So hang tight, and I'll be back. Thanks.